Okay, down you go.
Like a lot of guys with a finance career, Peter Halpern was watching the economy and worrying about supporting his wife Ava and daughter Katrina.
Up we go.
Brad Daddy.
Okay, there you go.
So to deal with the heat and the pressure,
That looks good, bro.
Peter turned to the heat and the pressure.
When the sparks are flying and the tools are grinding and you hear the noise and...
I love it.
After years in the white-collar world, Peter Halpern is becoming a welder.
And most of the time, the people I've worked with or friends have kind of gone, huh? You're doing, wait, hold on a second here.
Unemployed after folding his own investment company, Peter is now part of a worker training program in Hillsborough County, Florida. And he's not alone.
We're getting guys from 18 years old to 45 years old.
Which means busy days for Lee Middleton, Peter's welding instructor. In Florida, 3 nuclear power plants are currently operating, requiring hundreds of precision welders for maintenance. 2 more are in the works.
All the baby boomers are retiring, and there is nobody to replace them. So now all these people are realizing this, and they're coming for the money and the benefits and the future.
These guys have done the math, and they like the numbers they're seeing. Graduates will leave here and start at jobs that pay close to $30 an hour. That's 60 grand a year base, 6 figures easy with overtime. Maybe that's why there's a waiting list here with more than 400 names on it. Can you make close to the same amount of money welding as you did in finance?
Yeah.
So Peter Halpern, who knows something about life-changing decisions, having enlisted in the Army on 9/11, is changing the color of his collar because it feels like the safest and most secure thing to do.
This is my office. That's how I look at it. Very simple.
And how do you like your new office?
I like my office. You know, it doesn't have a window anymore, but I can live with that.
We've come to Tampa to talk jobs because Florida's lost more jobs in the last year than any other state. And Tampa's been hit especially hard, full of the kind of swing and independent voters both candidates have been here courting heavily, the block of voters that may very well decide this election.
Small businesses provide 16 million jobs in America, and Americans know that raising taxes on small business will kill those jobs.
John McCain's plans to create more jobs start with taxes. He's pledged to keep taxes on small businesses capped at 35% and cut the corporate tax rate from 35% to 25%. The idea is to free up cash and expand payrolls.
In this economy, raising taxes is the surest way to turn a recession into a depression.
I will eliminate capital gains taxes for small businesses and startups.
Barack Obama also proposes tax relief for small businesses so they have money to grow. He says he'll end tax breaks for larger companies that send jobs overseas, and he'll offer a $3,000 tax credit for each full-time job a business creates through 2010. And Obama's linked job creation to ending the Iraq War. He wants to take what's now spent in Iraq, $10 billion a month, and use it to rebuild our crumbling national infrastructure instead, creating 2 million new jobs fixing roads and bridges.
We are going to create jobs of the future by transforming our energy economy.
But the centerpiece of his job creation policy is a call to spend $150 billion on clean energy over the next 10 years, creating 5 million more jobs in the process. Energy would be a huge source of jobs, according to McCain as well. He's proposing 45 new nuclear power plants to be built by 2030 nationwide. That's 700,000 new jobs, he says.
Nuclear power is the most dependable source of zero-emission energy we have.
We can't wait to educate the next generation of Americans with the skills and knowledge they need to compete with any workers anywhere in the world.
For worker retraining, Obama would expand apprenticeship programs and offer flexible education accounts for displaced workers. McCain wants to reform unemployment insurance to focus on retraining, emphasizing community colleges and technical training centers. Just like the one at the Union Hall near Tampa, where Peter Halpern is learning to weld.
I'm looking at your hands, all right?
Yeah, hands are a little dirtier and a little more ate up than it used to be. But
This is not what it looked like coming home from a day at the office when you were in finance.
no, they were a little more manicured than this.
The economic downturn may mean both candidates need to reconsider their job creation plans. But for now, both offer something for Halpern. He could directly benefit from McCain's calls for nuclear power plants, as well as Obama's plans to fix our infrastructure. But this undecided voter won't make his choice based on who's got the better jobs plan.
My position was to look at things from a 10, 15, 20-year position. When we're looking at a president, we're only looking at a 4-year position.
So there's nothing one of these two guys is going to say on job creation or job training that's going to sway you one way or another in terms of voting for one or the other?
No.
He's more concerned with fixing America's reputation abroad. As far as getting a job, Peter Halpern figures he's good to go no matter who's elected. And if you think he's happy, try his wife.
But I already have quite a few projects around the house and in the yard that will absolutely, so he gets to use his newly acquired skills.
Turns out there is a price to pay for his newfound security, after all. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Tampa.